Welcome back to my channel, The Coin Spot. Today is best top 4 coins, one you want to miss. We're diving into the world of United States coins. Please don't skip this video, so let's get it started. Top 1, the 1995 Australian $1 coin, with Queen Elizabeth II. Its history, specifications, variants, collectible issues, and approximate values. Historical background and context. The Australian $1 coin was first introduced on May 14, 1984 to replace the $1 banknote, which had a short service life under heavy use. The Royal Australian Mint had been planning a higher value coin for years. To improve durability and reduce costs, the reverse design chosen was by Stuart Devlin, featuring 5 kangaroos, which has become a signature motif on the standard circulating dollar coins. Over time, several commemorative or special designs have been issued in lieu of or alongside the standard Mob of Rus design. By 1995, the standard circulating $1 coin with Elizabeth II's portrait, the third portrait by Raphael David Maklauf, was in active use, and that year also saw some special and collector versions produced. Specifications and design for the regular 1995 $1 coin intended for circulation, i.e. non-commemorative, non-proof. Here are its technical specifications and design features. Denomination: $1 AUD. Composition: metal, aluminium bronze, 92% copper, 6% aluminium, 2% nickel. Mass: weight 9.00 grams. Diameter: 25.00 millimeters, i.e. 25 millimeters. Edge rim: interrupted milled. Obverse, front, design: portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, the third effigy, by Raphael David Maklauf, facing right. Around: Elizabeth II Australia 1995, often with small initials RDM, marking the designer. Reverse, back, design: standard, the familiar mob of kangaroos, 5 kangaroos, designed by Stuart Devlin, used for many years on the standard dollar coin series. Mint mark, typically from the Royal Australian Mint, Canberra. Mintage: around 21,554,269 pieces according to catalog sources. Catalog reference. Listed in coin catalogs as part of the Type 2 series of Australian $1 coins, 1985 to 1998, with a Maklauf portrait and Devlin's kangaroos, because this is a relatively high mintage coin for a circulating denomination. In typical circulated condition, it generally trades near, or a little above, face value, unless in uncirculated or proof collector condition. Special and collector variants for 1995 is interesting because it also saw special, non-circulation or collector versions of the $1 coin, beyond the standard circulating type. Below are some of the notable variants. Waltzing Matilda commemorative, 1995. To mark the centenary of the first performance of Waltzing Matilda, which dates to 1895, the Royal Australian Mint issued a special $1 commemorative coin in 1995 metal finish. The coin was struck in silver for its proof version. Diameter: 25.1 mm. Obverse: same portrait of Elizabeth II, with Elizabeth II Australia 1995. Reverse: shows a swagman walking left, carrying his swag with $1 Waltzing Matilda 1895-1995 AB, Banjo, Patterson edge. Milled edge on the proof packaging. The proof silver coin is typically presented in a black case, inside a printed cardboard box, along with a certificate and sometimes background on the song and history significance. The issue commemorates the 100th anniversary of the first performance of Waltzing Matilda, a song written by Banjo Patterson, Andrew B. Patterson, which has strong cultural resonance in Australia. Besides the proof version, there was also an uncirculated commemorative version of the same design, sometimes sold in card packs or display packs. In one case, the Mint used a visitor press machine at its Mint Visitor Center, allowing visitors to strike their own 1995 Waltzing Matilda coins for a small fee. Those struck coins often carry a mint mark C, or are distinguished by that method. Silver Kangaroo Dollar, 1995, for collectors' fairs. Another special edition is the Silver Kangaroo Dollar of 1995. Produced more for collectors than circulation, and often sold or displayed at events. Metal purity: 1 ounce of fine silver. Diameter: approximately 40 millimeters, for that special silver strike. Obverse: Queen Elizabeth II portrait, same style, with Elizabeth II Australia 1995. Reverse: kangaroo's head facing, with $1 and 1 ounce fine silver, and a mint mark C for Canberra in the field edge. Milled edge packaging. These are often in plastic capsules and contained in red or collectible display boxes. Mintage notes. This coin was packaged for the Sydney International Coin and Banknote Fair, 25 to 26 November 1995. Also, as per bullion collector references, the total mintage for the silver bullion version, brilliant uncirculated finish, was reported as 75,350 coins. Among these, 72,850 coins had a fully milled, reeded edge, while 2,500 coins had an interrupted milling, some plain segments, edge. The obverse uses the Maklauf portrait, with initials RDM, and the reverse includes designer Horst Hanna's monogram, HH. Other minor variants / mint marks visitor press coins because 1995 was a centenary year for Waltzing Matilda. Coins of that design were struck using visitor press machines and at shows, e.g. royal shows in Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, sometimes with mint marks B, Brisbane, M, Melbourne, S, Sydney, or C, Canberra, to distinguish those coins. Such visitor-struck coins might interest collectors more due to their limited nature or novelty. Also, some showed that the commemorative uncirculated coin has 7 plain and 7 milled segments on the edge in some versions mintage and rarity. For the standard 1995 circulating version, the mintage was approximately 21.554 million coins. Given that number, in typical circulated conditions these coins are relatively common. However, when we consider the special or collector versions, silver kangaroo, waltzing Matilda proof or uncirculated, visitor pressed coins, the numbers are much lower, making those versions rarer and more desirable to collectors. Top 2. The 1994 Australian $1 coins with Elizabeth II, including its types, variants, history, and collector info. If you want, I can also pull up current market / store listings, afterwards general context and background. After decimalization in 1966, Australia introduced its $1 coin on May 14, 1984 to replace the $1 banknote, because the note was wearing out quickly due to frequent use. The standard circulating $1 coin, with Elizabeth II on the obverse, and the design of 5 kangaroos on the reverse by Stuart Devlin, became the norm. 1994 falls within the Type 2 period for the dollar coin, that is, coins with the Maklauf portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael David Maklauf, on the obverse, and the Devlin 5 kangaroos on the reverse for the regular circulation issues. Specification of the standard circulating 1994 $1 coin. Here are the technical specs and details for the standard circulating coin issued in 1994. Denomination: 1 Australian dollar. Country: Australia. Year: 1994. Obverse: front design portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, Maklauf design, around Elizabeth II Australia 1994. Reverse: back design Devlin's 5 kangaroos, design, mob of kangaroos. Composition: metal aluminium bronze alloy, approximately 92% copper, 6% aluminium, 2% nickel. Mass: weight 9.00 grams. Diameter: 25.00 millimeters. Edge: interrupted milled, i.e. alternating milled and plain sections. Mintage: number struck for circulation: 47,639,000 coins. This means the regular $1,994 coins are quite common in circulation, given that mintage. Most examples are used and show where, since the series was for everyday use. Variants and special / collector issues in 1994. Besides the standard circulating one, there are several special collector bullion-proof variants of the 1994 $1 coin, which tend to be of interest to numismatists. These differ in metal, finish, design, in some cases, and mintage. Here are the main ones: variant purpose occasion differences from standard specs and mintage rarity. Decade of the dollar, silver proof to mark the 10th anniversary of introducing the $1 coin, 1984-1994. Proof finish, struck in sterling silver, 92.5% silver, special reverse design rather than the kangaroos. Mintage approximate 20,000 pieces. Diameter 25.0025.12 mm. Weight 11.49 grams. Silver, kangaroo, 1 ounce silver coin bullion collector issue for silver coin collectors. Larger size, 1 ounce of fine, 0.999, silver. Design features a kangaroo, leaping or flying, different edge, different reverse designer, Horst Hanna monogram, HH. Mintage, for example, 47,500 total for the 1 ounce silver kangaroo variant. Some had fully milled, reeded edges, almost equals 45,000, and some had interrupted milling, almost equals 2,500. Also, a Sydney Fair edition with around 2,500 minted other silver varieties for collectors, may have special finishes or slightly different features, edge type, etc. Same general obverse, but reverse designs might vary. Purity, weight, and packaging differ. Because silver and proof versions are limited, they are rarer and more expensive than standard coins. Value, rarity, and collector considerations. Because of the different variants, the value of a 1994 $1 coin depends heavily on which version you have, and its condition, how much wear, whether it's uncirculated, proof, still in its packaging or with certificate, etc. Some key points: the standard circulating $1,994 coins are very common. In worn/circulated condition, they are usually just worth their face value, $1 Australian, or slightly above if in better condition. Collector demand for pristine coins may push prices modestly upward. Uncirculated or mint state versions of the standard coin can command higher prices, especially from collectors wanting full-set special proof. Silver versions, decade of the dollar, silver kangaroo, etc., are much more valuable due to their metal content, lower mintage, and collectability. For example, the proof silver decade of the dollar has mintage 20,000 enough to be collectible, not super rare, but definitely above normal coin value. The 1-ounce silver kangaroo variant is a bullion-type coin. Its minimum value is often tied to silver's spot price, but in collector grade, with special editions, Sydney Fair, etc., it can be well above that. Market listings and estimated values, as of recently. Here are some observed quoted values. These can fluctuate with condition, demand, silver prices, etc. The standard 1994 circulating coin in uncirculated condition, a few dollars above face value, e.g. $2.06 USD, or AUD equivalent, depending on condition. Silver proof, decade of the dollar. These have been sold or offered around US dollar to Australian dollar $4060 in many listings. Silver kangaroo 1-ounce variants. The Sydney Fair edition, 2500 mintage, tends to be priced higher given its low mintage and silver content. Top 3: the 1998 Australian $1 coin, with Queen Elizabeth II, covering its technical spec, variants, history, special issues, collector interest, and recent market info. If you want, I can also pull up current store listings in Pakistan or online basics/circulation issue details. Standard $1 mob of roost type. The 1998 $1 coin is part of what collectors call the Type 2 Australian $1 coins, 1985-1998. This type has the Maklauf portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the 5 kangaroos, or mob of roos, designed by Stuart Devlin on the reverse. Here are the main specifications for the standard circulation issue. Feature detail. NV by V denomination $1 Australian dollar, AUD, year 1998. Obverse designer Raphael David Maklauf, often the initials RDM. Reverse designer Stuart Devlin, 5V, design metal/composition aluminium bronze 92% copper, 6% B aluminium, 2% nickel. Mass weight 9.00 grams. Diameter 25.00 millimeters. Edge interrupted milled, i.e. segmented, alternating plane and milled segments. Mintage, circulation issue, about 16,200,000 to 16,300,000 pieces struck for circulation by the Royal Australian Mint. Because of that relatively high mintage, the standard circulated 1998 $1 coins are not especially rare in average condition. Special commemorative variants and non-circulating issues in 1998. In addition to the standard issue, there are several special and collector-oriented 1998 $1 coins. These differ in metal, design, reverse side usually different, or finish. Some are legal tender but not intended for everyday circulation. Here are some key variants. Howard Florey commemorative $1, collector's pack and proof silver. This coin commemorates the centenary of Howard Florey, 1898-1968, the Australian scientist who played a key role in the development of penicillin. Obverse, Queen Elizabeth II, Maklauf portrait, Elizabeth II Australia 1998. Reverse, bust of Howard Florey, with inscription Howard Florey Centenary, and $1 plus the artist's initials, mint mark, etc. Metal/finish. There is a fine silver proof version. It uses very high purity silver and is struck with proof finish, mirror-like fields and frosted relief. Mintage. Approximately 11,644 for the proof silver Howard Florey version. Silver ounce kangaroo 1998. This is a larger silver bullion collector coin. 1 ounce of fine silver, 0.999, obverse, Elizabeth II, Maklauf, as usual, reverse. Bounding red kangaroo, includes mint mark C for Canberra and designer monogram HH mass 31.635 grams, 1 troy ounce, diameter 40 millimeters, finish, brilliant. Uncirculated, BU, for many, plus some proofs in certain sub-issues. Total mintage 57,043, including BU and proof, for this type. Parliament House 10 years on proof silver $1. Another proof silver $1 that commemorates the Parliament House 10 years on, i.e. 10 years since the new Parliament House in Canberra opened in 1988. Specification: 99.9% silver, 40 mm diameter, weight 31.60 g. Mintage 21. 791 silver proof coin fine silver proof. As noted above, the Howard Florey silver proof is also a significant collector item. Other non-circulating collector packs. The Royal Australian Mint often issues collector packs, proof sets, etc., where the 1998 $1 standard or commemorative variations are included in higher grade or special packaging. These are less common in everyday circulation. Design features and portraits obverse and reverse details. Obverse, front. The 1998 standard coin uses the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Raphael David Maklauf. She is facing right, wearing a diadem, etc. The is Elizabeth II Australia 1998. The initials RDM are usually visible on the neck truncation, reverse, back, standard circulation. Stuart Devlin's Mob of Kangaroos, Design 5 Kangaroos. This design had been used since the introduction of the $1 coin in 1984 for the standard issue reverse commemorative. For example, the Howard Florey version shows the bust of Howard Florey rather than kangaroos. The Parliament House 10 years on proof silver has its own design. The kangaroo silver bullion version shows a single red kangaroo, often in dynamic motion, rather than 5 rarity, condition, and value. Since the standard 1998 $1 circulating coins are fairly common, mintage 16.2 million, in worn used circulated condition they are only worth roughly face value or slightly above, if particularly nice, unblemished. In uncirculated or mint state condition, the standard coin has more value, especially for collectors wanting full sets or high-grade coins. The premium depends heavily on condition, whether original luster remains, whether the coin has any damage, toning, etc. Catalog listings show uncirculated being more valuable. Some source shows UNC $4, etc. Commemorative proof silver variants are much more valuable, especially those struck in fine silver, as proof, with low mintage, and in original packaging with certificate of authenticity. For example, the silver ounce kangaroo, BU or proof, commands significant premium over the silver content value. Some of those special coins are quite scarce. The Howard Florey silver proof was 11,644 minted. The Parliament House 10 years on proof silver version 21,791. These smaller numbers increased desirability among collectors. Top 4. The Elizabeth 1985 $1 coin. There are actually several possible coins. They might mean it depends on the country, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, Bahamas, etc., and whether it was a circulation or commemorative issue. Below I'll cover the better-known examples, with full details, and then help you identify which one you likely have and what its value might be. Australian 1985 $1, Elizabeth II, coin. One of the more common Elizabeth 1985 $1 coins is the Australian $1 coin, Elizabeth II obverse, kangaroo reverse, specifications and history. The Australian $1 coin was first introduced in 1984, replacing the $1 note. The 1985 coin belongs to the Type 2 series, i.e. the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maklauf on the obverse, and uses the reverse design known as Mob of Roos by Stuart Devlin, i.e. multiple kangaroos. Composition: 92% copper, 6% aluminium, 2% nickel, i.e. an aluminium-bronze alloy. Mass weight: 9.00 grams diameter, 25.00 millimeters edge rim. It has an interrupted milled or segmented reeded edge, i.e. not fully smooth nor fully reeded. In practice, the rim has segments of reeding. Mintage: the mintage is somewhat large. Some sources state 91,474,000 coins for 1985, though other sources provide slightly different figures. Designer credits obverse, Raphael Maklauf, for the Queen's portrait. Reverse, Stuart Devlin, kangaroo design. Value and collectability: because the 1985 Australian $1 is relatively common, many millions minted, its numismatic value above face is modest unless in particularly pristine, uncirculated proof. Condition: for example, all numis lists typical catalog values. in fine, very fine, extremely fine, uncirculated grades. And for a proof version, maybe higher, some sources list a market value of about $1.26 for circulated condition. In collector catalogs, an uncirculated piece might command somewhat more if in perfect state. On forums and among collectors, there is often discussion of small rim marks, weak strikes, or slight lines around the rim on 1984-85 coins. These are often common and not especially valuable errors, so if your coin is indeed the Australian 1985 $1 and it's in ordinary circulated condition, its value is only marginally above face value. But in very good condition or as a coin for your collection, especially in Australia, it still has interest. Canada 1985 $1. Another possibility is a Canadian dollar, Elizabeth II 1985 coin. In Canada, 1985 was a year for a special commemorative silver dollar marking national parks, 1885 to 1985, specifications and details. The Canadian 1985 National Parks dollar, moose reverse, is a commemorative silver or silver-based coin rather than an everyday circulating coin according to numismatics. Its specifications include composition, 50% silver, i.e. 0.500, weight 23.3276 g. Diameter 36.07 mm, edge reeded, typical. The reverse features a moose with a mountain background, and the legend, National Parks, 1885-1985, Parks Nationaux. The obverse shows Queen Elizabeth II in a portrait wearing a tiara. Legend, Elizabeth II d.G., Regina Canada, or similar mintage. For the regular version, about 162,873, or for some variants 537,297, pieces depending on variety, silver versus non-silver, value and collectability. Because this is a commemorative coin, collectors may pay a premium depending on condition, whether it's a proof, etc. Many listings show this coin valued between USD 20 to 30 in very fine to uncirculated condition, or more for proof sets, depending on demand and silver content, but in lower grades, it might still trade close to its metal or collector baseline value. New Zealand 1985, Black Stilt, $1, commemorative bird series. Another, Elizabeth 1985 $1, is the New Zealand coin featuring the black stilt, a native bird, specifications and details. It's part of a native bird series, commemorative, and not a general circulation coin. The obverse, Queen Elizabeth II's second portrait by Arnold McKinn, with legend Elizabeth II New Zealand and the date 1985 beneath. The reverse shows black stilts, adult plus young, wading in water, with the $1/black stilt composition. One variety is copper nickel. Second portrait black stilt, in non-proof form, weight 28.28 g, diameter 38.61 mm. There is also a silver-proof version, 0.925 silver, of the same design. Mintage. For the proof special variant, around 25,000 were issued. Value and collectability. Because this is a bird series coin and has proof silver variants, condition and edition matter a lot in circulated or non-proof copper-nickel condition, the value is modest. For proof silver pieces, the premium is higher. Other 1985 Elizabeth $1 possibilities. Bahamas. There is a Bahamas $1 coin with Elizabeth II from 1984 to 1985, composed of copper nickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Its diameter is 31 mm, and weight 18.14 g. Cook Islands. There is a 1985 Cook Islands commemorative $1, silver .925, for the 16th Pacific Islands Forum and Minigames. British Virgin Islands, 1985, Elizabeth II $1 coin with marine life/butterfly fish design, silver .925 or copper nickel proof, exists in their coin series. Each of these will have their own specific design, metal, weight, and collector value. Which coin do you likely have, and what to do given how often people refer to Elizabeth 1985 $1 in coin collecting circles? The Australian 1985 $1 is a common candidate. If your coin matches the Australian specs, 25 mm diameter, 9 g, aluminium bronze, kangaroos on reverse, interrupted milled edge, then it's almost certainly that coin. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe on my channel for more videos.